Hi everyone, I'm back. My name's Yolanda and today I'm going to be talking about reaching out. So when I talk about reaching out, I'm talking about, the conversations that we are having with others and the conversations we're not having. Okay, and this segment I would say is particularly focused towards women. As you know, I'm all about women empowerment. So I want to talk to the women for a second and I want to address reaching out because at the moment we have so many different avenues to communicate. We have emails, we have WhatsApp, if you use Snapchat and all the rest of those other things. The point I'm getting at is that we have all these avenues for communication, and it means that we're not talking to each other. It means that when we're going through things, we don't necessarily know, or the other person, our loved ones, are unaware. So I'm talking about if you've ever been in a rut, going through a difficult time, feeling some type of way, and you almost want someone to give you a call. You almost want to hear some words of encouragement, but you don't want to bother someone else. So you sit there and this lasts, and we're talking sometimes it could be days, could be months. For some people it could be longer than that. But the fact is you sit there waiting for someone to have some kind of, actual interaction with you so that you can take that as them reaching out. We have things like text messages. It's probably obsolete. I might be the only person who still uses text messaging actually. But we have things such as WhatsApp, for instance. Now, I know I too am guilty of this. Sometimes we think we don't have a second to give someone a telephone call. So we send a message and that message might read, "Hi Yolanda, how are you? Hope you're good, so and so." The person might message back to say, "I'm fine, thanks. Hope you're good. Speak to you soon." What you don't know is that perhaps that person is sitting down in their room, in their homes, sobbing their eyes out, feeling suicidal, feeling worthless, those kind of negative emotions that when we send a text and we get a text back, we don't know what that person is feeling. We don't know the extent of how they're feeling. And I suppose the point I'm getting at is that we need to take a bit more time sometimes, not tell ourselves that we're too busy, but reaching out in its entirety, saying, checking in on people, not walking past and doing pleasantries. "Hi, how are you? Great, fam's okay," and then we keep it moving. No, I'm talking about actually stopping, asking someone a question perhaps that is not conventional, because when we say "how are you," people tend to say fine even if they're not fine, because that seems to be, I think, the norm. You don't, when you say to someone "how are you," how often do they say, "Oh, I'm feeling suicidal"? They don't, so for that reason I think, and I just want to encourage a little bit more of that connectivity, on a personal level. I think women as well, we're guilty of that because we wear our emotions like a pair of good shoes. They might be bunning your feet a little more, but the fact is your back's straight and your head's held high. Nobody knows that those shoes are bunning you. They just know that you look the bee's knees. Do you know what I mean? Sorry for using that, it's my mum. But yeah, the point I'm making is that you can't look at someone and tell what they're going through. And I think from experience, if I think back to times when I've been through some really serious things in my life and I've felt alone, I felt like a burden to other people just because of the level at which I wish to express myself, or the level at which the tears are flowing. When I have been through those times, I've definitely been reclusive and other people didn't know, but I really wanted someone to talk to and I really wanted someone to pick up the phone. And this is in no way saying that the people in my life and my loved ones haven't been there for me, because they have. But the reality is I have been able to hide behind that mask of looking like I'm okay when I'm not. And knowing that I have done that, remembering how it felt, is the reason why I'm saying today that we just need to try a little bit harder to reach out to our loved ones and check in on their actual emotional well-being. So can I just leave you with that and just say that, on a brighter note, if we can reach out a little bit more to each other, the world will be a better place. And that's my take on it. So I am Yolanda, and until your next dose of me, I'll see you soon.